Welcome to the battlefield of accountability where truth is unshaken and power is put to the test. This is not just another story. This is the front line where public rights collide with a heavy hand of authority. We stand in a world where cameras are our shields and transparency is our weapon. Today we dive into a clash between a lone auditor and a force meant to protect yet driven to intimidate. The question is not what he filmed but why those sworn to uphold the law sought to suppress it. The tension is sharp, the silence of unanswered questions louder than any siren, every glance recorded, every step challenged, every word demanded as if freedom itself had to seek permission. Hey, we see the real struggle unfold, the struggle between liberty and control, between lawful presence and unlawful detention, between courage and intimidation. Watch closely, because this is where accountability is either born or buried. This is a moment where the people rise with eyes wide open, refusing to be silenced.
What's your name?
My name? My name is Nanya.
Daniel.
Nanya.
Danya.
Nanya.
Nanya.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your purpose of being at the police station?
Pardon?
What's your purpose for being here?
What's my purpose for being here?
Yes.
I don't think I need to have a purpose, do I?
No, I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Did you come to the station to report anything, or?
I don't know.
Fine. Okay. So you're going to be detained for a search, okay?
Okay.
The grounds for the search are that we've had the front staff say they've seen your CCTV cameras looking into vehicles.
The auditor stands outside the fortress of authority, the police station. Its vehicles line like armored giants, yet vulnerable under the lens of a simple camera. He does not trespass. He does not break the law. He only observes, as every citizen has a right to do. But the guardians inside do not see a man with a camera. They see a challenge to their power, and in an instant suspicion is fabricated. From thin air officers emerge their questions, sharp their tone. Commanding, what is your name? What is your purpose? What are you doing here? But the truth is he needs no reason. His very presence is reason enough. His refusal to bow down ignites their frustration. And from a harmless act of observation comes a declaration, detention, decision not born from law but from ego, from authority, unwilling to be questioned.
What powers are you using?
We're trying to conceal your identity from us as well.
What powers are you using?
We're using Section 1 of PACE of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, okay?
What's your grounds for that search?
I've literally just explained them to you, okay?
Just reiterate it, please, if you don't mind.
Oh, I've told you.
No, can you reiterate it? And I need you to formally identify yourself, because you're about to make a massive mistake, okay?
So the object of the search is to look for anything.
The stage is set. The officer invokes Section 1 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, claiming authority to search as if the law were a hammer and the citizen a nail. But this hammer strikes with no foundation, for filming is not a crime, watching is not theft, and observing from a public space is as legal as breathing. Yet still the accusation is thrown. You are here to steal. You are equipped to rob. You are suspect because you dare to record. This is not reasonable. Suspicion, this is fishing in a dry pond, hoping to catch shadows of guilt where none exist. And as the auditor stands firm, the weakness of their claim is exposed, the law twisted into intimidation, power wielded not with justice but with arrogance. This is how trust erodes. This is how the public learns that protection can become persecution.
Yeah, so my name's PC217 Troker. I'm an officer based at the Slough Police Station.
Yeah. So what's your grounds for the search? Section 1 of PACE. What's your grounds? You need grounds to...
Yeah, Section 1 of PACE. The grounds are that we have a report
somewhere
that the staff have seen you on the CCTV cameras actively looking into vehicles in the car park.
So what's the issue with that?
Yeah, well, I suspect from what's been reported to us that you might be looking to try and steal items from those cars.
From a police station car park?
Yeah. Yeah.
The buffoonery is unreal.
It sounds silly that somebody would try and steal from the car park, but it has been done and damage has been caused to vehicles.
Right, okay, so you're just going to tar everyone?
The officer grasps for justification, clinging to the past crimes of others, as if history itself could convict the man before him. Yes, theft has occurred before. Yes, damage has been done before. But suspicion is not a hammer down. It cannot be borrowed from yesterday and draped on the shoulders of the innocent today. Yet this is their logic. You are guilty not because of what you do, but because of where you stand. Imagine this logic applied anywhere. A man outside a shop accused of theft, a woman near a bank accused of robbery. This is not policing. This is profiling. It is the weaponization of assumption and the abandonment of evidence. The auditor knows it. The camera knows it. And now so do we.
I am. There's a perfect. So you need to be careful with that. Because you know what a protected characteristic is, yeah? Right? So I wear this for health grounds. So in other words, you're going to discriminate against me because I'm wearing something for health grounds. You didn't ask me about my mask when you were talking to me, and I could have quite easily explained that. So
Fine, have you got anything on you that you shouldn't have, or anything sharp at the moment?
I need you to formally identify yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I have, yeah. I've identified myself.
No, formally identify yourself. 3 points identification.
Yeah, PC Tropia, 217 is my shoulder number, Basic Slab Police Station.
And yourself?
Acting Police Sergeant 3273.
And you're an acting sergeant?
Yeah.
Right, what I'm going to tell you is, you're about to make a massive mistake, okay? Because you don't have grounds for a search.
Okay.
Right? And what will happen is, I'll have you in front of the IOPC, and then, when that's all done with, I'll get a big compensation claim out of it, because you're about to overstep the mark, alright?
Okay.
Because I'm walking about a car park, you've had someone saying that I'm looking into cars, even if that was true, and what?
So what's the reason for recording on the camera?
What?
What's the reason for recording on the camera?
Again, it's pretty much the same as my name, Nunya.
When pressed, the officer shifts from suspicion to control. The focus is no longer theft. It is a filming itself. Why are you recording? Why are you here? Why do you need to capture this moment? But the truth is he needs no permission to document what unfolds in public space. Photography is not a crime. It is a safeguard, a light in the shadows of authority. Yet to the officer, it is defiance, it is exposure, it is resistance to unquestioned control. And so the mask is pulled away, the real issue revealed. This is not about protecting property. This is about silencing scrutiny. This is about officers uncomfortable with the transparency a simple lens provides. A battle is not about crime prevention. It is about the power to question.
My colleague, not a member of the public, was it a colleague?
That's a member of the public.
Was it a member of the public that I was looking in cars?
Yes.
What about car enthusiasts?
Sorry?
What about car enthusiasts?
It's possible, but...
It's possible, but you weren't giving us any indication.
I don't need to. I don't need to answer myself to you. Am I obliged to answer your questions?
You're not.
Well, there you go then.
If you had a
What?
conversation with us, maybe we could have negated this.
I did have a conversation with you. You just didn't like the answer.
Well, it's not we didn't like it.
Of course, you're now searching me. You're now searching me under Section 1 of PACE because you didn't like the answers I was giving you. That's what's happened.
It's not necessarily they didn't like them. It's just that it wasn't ticking the boxes that we needed.
I don't, but again, I don't need to answer to you.
And then you're well within your right to do
Right, and now you've overstepped the mark. You're putting your promotion in jeopardy here. You understand that?
No, not really.
100%, yeah.
It's not about
100%. Because I tell you something, pal, I do this all the time, okay? So I know for a fact you've overstepped the mark.
Okay.
You don't have grounds for a search. 100% you don't have grounds for a search.
We've got our details. If you want to complain, you're more than welcome to do that.
I will complain, 100%. And then I'll take Thames Valley to a civil court and I'll get a compensation claim.
The tension deepens as the auditor turns their weapon of logic against the officer. He builds a scenario as sharp as a blade. An old woman accused of stealing cheese from Tesco without evidence, without CCTV. Would you detain her? Would you search her? Would you accept accusation? As fact, the officer stumbled, forced to confront the absurdity of his own reasoning. What he used to justify detainment now crumbles when mirrored back upon him. The hypocrisy is clear when it serves their purpose. Accusation is enough, but when turned against them, proof is demanded. The double standard exposed in the raw light of reason. The camera records not just actions but contradictions. It reveals the imbalance between those who demand accountability and those who resist.
Have you seen this CCTV?
Well, we have a report from college.
Have you seen the CCTV? It's still had evidence, my friend. You know what I mean? Like, I could...
We only need to...
Alright.
We only need to...
Okay, that lady's just went to Tesco and robbed some cheese. Are you going to stop and search her?
Have you seen her do it?
I'm making an allegation that she's done it. I'm making an allegation that she's done it. That little old lady there has went to Tesco and stole some cheese. Doesn't matter whether I've seen her do it or not. Like,
If you haven't seen her do it...
the CCTV off it. Go and check that.
Yeah, but how do you know that?
What?
Have you seen it yourself?
At Tesco?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I just came out there to get a bottle of drink.
And you saw...
The auditor pushes harder, demanding formal identification, demanding accountability, refusing to let authority slide into arrogance. He knows the law, he knows the limits, and he knows they are overstepping. He warns them of consequences of compensation, of investigations and tribunals. And while the officers cling to their authority, their composure cracks. The cracks widen with every challenge, every refusal to submit, every demand for procedure. The balance of power begins to shift. The officer meant to control now defends his actions. The authority meant to intimidate now looks fragile under the weight of its own contradictions. This is not the victory of arrogance. This is a rise of resistance.
That little lady with a walking stick.
Not about-
Is it not? But do you know how silly your point of view is? You just said that the CCTV, you've not bothered to go and check it.
Okay, but I've had
So why wouldn't you go and check that evidence? What?
I've had it from a police colleague and members of the public.
Right, I'm a member of the public. I'm making an allegation.
Okay, but you're making the allegation based on what?
Pardon?
You're making an allegation based on what?
Based on what I might have seen.
You might have seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they might have seen it. You've not checked the CCTV to corroborate what they've said. You know, the camera is a witness that doesn't lie.
The search concludes nothing found, nothing proven, because there was never anything to find. The officer then fails again, refusing to provide paperwork as the law requires, offering instead excuses and delays, but the auditor will not move, will not bend, will not allow procedure to be brushed aside. He demands a physical copy here and now, as is his right, and his persistence becomes a mirror reflecting their negligence, every excuse denied, every refusal dismantled, until the officer stands with no shield, no ground, and no escape. In this moment, the lesson is clear. Accountability is not requested, it is demanded. And when demanded, it cannot be ignored.
Can I send you your email address?
No, I want a paper copy. So you either write it out or you type it out and then print it. Do your job.
Okay.
And what's that monstrosity you're wearing on your vest? What is that?
What?
That little... It looks like a union flag, but it's not a union flag because a union flag's got 3 colours and one of those colours isn't black. So what is that? Is that police issue?
Did you say you wanted a copy? A written copy? Paper copy?
Asked and answered. So I suggest you jog on, do your work.
You want a paper copy?
I suggest, again, asked and answered. So I suggest you wind your neck in, jog back off into your station and bring me back my paperwork. I'm entitled to a copy of the search. I'm not going into the police station just now. So you can go and get me that stop and search slip. As is my entitlement.
You are entitled.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Right.
An entitlement, you go to the front counter, we can put...
No, you go and get it for me. Are you refusing to give me my stop and search slip? Well, go and get it. So shut up and go and do your job. Shut up and go and do your job. Just shut your mouth. Be quiet. Zip it. No need to be rude. You've just abused Section 1 of PACE to stop and search me. 100% you have. And I guarantee you a civil court will find otherwise. I guarantee it.
If you want a paper copy, go to the front.
Go and get back. So you're refusing to get my stop and search slip, as is my entitlement. That's what's happening.
No.
I've asked you to go and get me my stop and search slip. Are you going to get me my stop and search slip? Yes or no? It doesn't matter. If you're not going to go and do it, just tell me you're not going to go and do it. Are you going to go and get it?
No.
No, there you go. So you're refusing what is my right to have my stop and search slip.
To a copy, yeah, but
I know I'm entitled to a copy, but you could provide it. Well, go and get it. Go and get it, bring it back out. Go and get it, bring it back out. Go and get it, bring it back out. If you're not, jog on, see you later, you're dismissed. Oh, he's back. Tail between his legs. Thought you weren't going to give me it.
I am back.
I thought you weren't going to go and get me it. You're a good little boy, aren't you?
There you go.
Yeah, you're a good little boy. Look at that. Stop his search receipt. So he did go and get me it after all. I wonder why he done that. He kind of knew, I think, that was where he'd messed up.
Officer finally yields, tail between his leg, returning with the paperwork. He first resisted to provide a small slip of paper, yet heavy with meaning, proof that procedure must be followed, proof that authority cannot simply rewrite the rules when challenged. This slip is more than documentation. It is a symbol of victory. It is the evidence that resistance works, that standing firm against intimidation exposes weakness in false authority. What began as an attempt to control ended as a lesson in accountability. What began as power unchecked ended as power restrained by law, by knowledge, by courage. The camera did not blink, and neither did the auditor.